At number 10, when thinking of white boys that were actually official members in all black street gangs whose name used to ring bells in the streets, you can't have a list without mentioning a legendary goon from the streets of Chicago who went by the name FBG White Boy. He first started making a name in the Chicago drill scene because he was selling yerks to the respected gangbanger billionaire Black, who has quite the habit and was spending thousands a week during this time on the yerkies. As Bro did his daily drops over time, him and Billy started forming a friendship, and they started using illegal substances together, and they started hanging out on a regular basis. Bro was not your average white boy or some goofy suburban kid going through a phase. This man was really in the streets and he was making a lot of money. He was a high-ranking dealer that was selling bricks of yay and pharmaceuticals to a lot of the deadliest gangs in Chicago. Along with that, he was also selling straps. So during this time, Bro was making tens of thousands a week, all while risking decades in prison. As him and billionaire Black's relationship grew over time, eventually Billy started introducing him to the other guys in his gang, such as the mythical Chicago street legend FBG Duck. Eventually, he got introduced to the biggest backdoor driller in all of Chicago, a famous mechanic who goes by the name Lil J. And these two knuckleheads used to use Charlie Sheen levels of illegal substances. They were ingesting copious amounts of pharmaceuticals during the early 2012s, and then would plaster it all over the internet while their fans cheered the degenerate behavior on.
I used to watch your Instagram closely before you went to jail, and I remember you used to be on a lot of drugs, bro.
These guys were wilding out and turned up to the 100th degree during this era.
I remember you used to be around White Boy. Remember him?
White Boy is my boy, man.
And he used to always be super high too.
That's where I was getting the from. The White Boy is something else, man.
Bro really was not your average white boy. Bro was trapping legitimate weight during that time.
All the drugs, that was my boy, though.
How'd you meet him, man? Because it seemed like, how do you meet somebody like
I
that?
met him with Billy.
And if there's one thing Billy loves most in this world, it's a yerky bro. Is a yerk goblin that's gobbling up anything you hand him. So you can see why the two would get along so well and become such close friends.
One of his homies doing a song with him, with Billy. We just linked. I got the with him. He was my connect at first, and I got the rocket with him.
Him and Lil J ended up getting ridiculously close. The two had become inseparable because of their love of illegal substances, and they had become two peas in the same pod. Wherever you would see FBG, White Boy, you would find Lil J posted up somewhere in the background. I know what you guys are thinking, and trust me, FBG White Boy was as real as they get. They were only hanging out as homies. He wasn't going to let Lil J bring him to the mechanic shop, so Lil J can turn him into something he likes so he can backdoor him. FBG White Boy was not on that type of time. Unfortunately, after years of hardcore substance abuse, White Boy started losing himself, and he was using up his substances at an insane amount. And his business began to fail because he stopped selling and started taking everything he had to support his habit. This is when things unfortunately take a really dark turn, and FBG White Boy enters full crash out mode. Him and a couple of his buddies started a crime ring, and they were robbing everything in sight. Unfortunately, his addiction had fully taken over, and he lost all sight of the person that he was, and him and his friends had began terrorizing and victimizing completely innocent civilians during their home invasions. Victimizing completely innocent people is disgraceful and does not get you any cool points. Attacking and terrorizing someone that won't fight back is nothing but cowardly behavior. During this time, FBG White Boy's crash outs were getting more and more concerning, and his family and friends were worried that he was either going to catch a body and spend the rest of his life in prison or end up in a grave. And tragically, on a cold winter evening, him and one of his boys decided to make a bad decision that would impact the rest of his life. After popping bars all day and getting really intoxicated, FBG White Boy and one of his buddies decided to get strapped up with blickies and switches so they could break into an innocent civilian's house and rob them. Because the streets of Chicago are so dangerous, everyone has a strap. Even the civilians have Glocks with switches, and if you threaten their life, even the civilians are ready to catch a body if that's what it takes in order to defend themselves. And tragically, when FBG White Boy broke into the house, the owner, who had a family living there, was ready for all the action and blew White Boy down with a hail of bullets as soon as White Boy and his buddy kicked the door down, so he wasn't able to victimize his family.
Rest in peace, White Boys. Mom got killed when I was locked up.
I think he got killed, what, 2015, 16?
I think like 16.
At number 9, In this next clip, we look at a white rapper who goes by the name CTS Lou Wick that's already been to trial and beaten a body. He is always the only white boy posted up with a large group of African Americans. He somehow joined an all-black street gang, and he has a crazy reputation in the streets. Bro is as real as they get, and a terror in the streets of St. Louis, where he is from. A lot of people don't realize this, but St. Louis is much more dangerous than people realize and is currently ranked the 3rd most dangerous city in America. If you're living in St. Louis, it's like living in the Purge. The whole city is lawless and overrun with vicious criminal street gangs, along with hardcore substance abuse and extreme poverty.
On shootings in both North and South St. Louis, 1 person is dead, 5 others are injured.
Fox 2's Chris Renier is live downtown at police headquarters with details on both of those shootings. Chris, what happened?
Blair and John, good morning to both of you. We have no word from police this morning on any connections between these 2 shootings, but the incidents definitely took a toll. In one place, someone was killed, and the other 5 people were hurt, including teenagers. Let's first get you the video from.
And this was the treacherous environment CTS Lou Wick was growing up in. At a very young age, he ended up joining a criminal street gang, and bro built a reputation as a driller that was out there sliding on rivals. In the late summer of 2022, a deadly shooting in South St. Louis would land up-and-coming rapper CTS Lou Wick in handcuffs and facing life in prison. The police said it was murder, but a jury would see something else. On August 26, 2022, at approximately 2:15 p.m., a fatal shootout near the intersection of South Broadway and Nebraska Avenue forever changed the life of a young St. Louis rapper. Michael Henderson, stage name CTS Lou Wick, was just 18 years old on August 26th. Riding a mini bike downtown with friends, he seemed on the verge of rising in the local music scene until a white Jeep intercepted his path. Video surveillance shows a white Jeep SUV, driven by 42-year-old Joseph Raymond Shaw, making a U-turn near Henderson. According to some reports and internet rumors, this man is believed to have been CTS Lou Wick's stepdad. This is when the deadly shooting occurs and CTS Lou Wick catches a legal body. Henderson later testified that a passenger in the Jeep pulled a gun and fired first, prompting him to draw his weapon in self-defense. CTS Lou Wick shot Shaw in the forehead, causing the Jeep to crash and Shaw to die at the scene. Henderson's mini bike crashed too, and he fled on foot shortly after. Investigators used surveillance footage, mini bike registration, and cell phone location records to identify Henderson at the scene. Inside Shaw's Jeep, police discovered a .22 caliber revolver containing 8 spent shell casings, suggesting the Jeep's occupants had fired multiple shots. Defense attorneys emphasized that the lead investigator admitted he didn't know about the spent casings during testimony, creating doubt about who fired first. On October 3, 2022, Henderson was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action. Prosecutors centered their case on Henderson's aggressive mini-bike pursuit and violent rap lyrics posted months earlier. They argued the content suggested premeditation. The trial began in late January 2024. Defense attorney Terry Nyhoff contended Henderson acted in reasonable fear for his life, emphasizing the Jeep passenger's refusal to testify and weaknesses in the state's forensic timeline. Prosecutors tried to use Henderson's rap lyrics as admission of guilt, but jurors remained unconvinced. On January 25, 2024, CTS Lou Wick got the break of a lifetime after just 2 hours of deliberation. The jury delivered a verdict of not guilty on both counts.
A St. Louis rapper known as CTS Lou Wick is found not guilty of murder after a 3-day trial. Jurors declared 19-year-old Michael Henderson not guilty of Joseph Shaw's death. Henderson was accused of shooting into Shaw's car from his bike and then leaving. Henderson says he shot Shaw in self-defense. He says he saw someone in Shaw's car point a gun at him and he thought his life was in danger.
Henderson was released immediately. In post-trial interviews, he addressed a widely circulated rumor that his victim was his stepfather. He categorically denied that claim. Joseph Shaw was not related to him, and no legal or police document links them as family. When asked about if it was his stepdad that he smoked during an interview, CTS Lou Wick and his homies crashed out, whipped out some choppers and blickies, and this happened.
I ain't gonna fake on everything.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I keep hearing this little rumor, man. Like, I just wanna know, like, Dang. Is it true that you killed your stepdad, bro? What type of
I always knew Sid from Toy Story was going to have some issues later on in life, but I never could have guessed that he was going to go out and catch a body. At number 8, we look at the newest Caucasian with a face tat to get officially jumped sanctioned and put onto a black street gang.
Woo. Yeah.
Woo.
W-U.
How was it growing up, not being black, but growing up with the blacks and chilling with blacks?
Hard, but I always grew up around blacks, you know, so that's just how I was brought up.
Right.
So I grew up on D Street and out here. So I've been at this park since I was 2. I've been at the skate park.
This Caucasian stepper somehow went from the skate parks to joining an infamous California gang with a bunch of respect across the state.
I been knew his little cousin, so when I just been thugging. I always been doing. I grew up poor. When I grew up the way I grew up, so that's just how it was, rough. So I always been. Yeah, I really ain't had no choice, but.
As a young Caucasian living in America, you definitely had other choices than to join a black street gang.
When I came out here, I just found a different type of love, you know?
This is the suburban misfit dream for every white boy across America sitting in their room listening to King Von. All day, there is hope that you too can join an official street gang. All you'll need is a face tat and you should be good to go.
It was just all gang, you know? So that's just how it rolled through like that, but. It's treacherous. The homies done died right here by the time I was 17.
In order to prove how gangster they are, suburban goons love showing the exact location where one of their friends passed away.
My homies was gone, you know? Right. Most of the homies was locked up or dead, you know? So,
He says all of that like it's somehow a badge of honor, when in reality it's really quite sad what's happening in some of these neglected low-income areas.
I was 17, all my homies was gone, you know? Right. Most of the homies was locked up or dead, you know? So,
This one right here, this was the homie BT house.
BT?
Yep, and Lisa, that was the homie D house. This was, I forgot who else this was, but the homie robbed it. I forgot who else it was.
May all these young men who lost their life way too early rest in peace.
I forgot who else this was, but the homie robbed it. I forgot who else it was.
You have a lot of memories right here.
Yeah, this was this was Alki house right here. This being a Million Thompson house. They changed all, they had these rocks. He lived right here. That was like really the only gentleman, that was family. This where everything, I did put-ons right here, you feel me?
Take a good hard look at the white boy's face as soon as they mention a put-on. At number 7, we look at an officially sanctioned and highly respected white rolling 60s Crip from Virginia, who goes by the name Little Activation. This man must have put in a lot of work in the streets because he was an officially sanctioned member and the only Caucasian in a highly respected black gang.
Look at the homie kid, dirty cuz, tell him cuz, y'all know the truth. Neighborhood, ass gang.
And this is why you can never judge a book by its cover. If you saw this kid walking down the street and he told you he was a rolling 60s Crip, most of you would think he was lying. And because of that, bro ends up recording his entire initiation process so he can prove that he really is a white Crip. He records himself to show off that he is the only white boy that was invited to the hood barbecue. This white boy goes through crazy lengths to prove that he is really a Crip, and every time he is out with the other members during his prospecting process, he records every interaction he has with the gang. He records himself in the car with high-ranking members. As soon as he gets to the trap house, he starts recording so he can show off for all the other little white goons. In this interaction, you can see Little Activation. The white Crips sneak up behind one of the members and record him grabbing a beer. During the early initiation period, whenever Lil Activation got a buddy from his gang to drive all the way to the suburbs to pick him up to drive him to the hood, he would always make sure to sneakily record his buddies in the back seat. Whenever Lil Activation would go to a buddy's house, he would always make sure to record himself outside the crib to show everyone where the gang lives. It's crazy how much the world is changing and how much more diversity there is. He then shows off another white boy goon with a bowl cut that's prospecting for the rolling 60s Crips.
You been trying to walk with me, but you can't step in my zone. Bro, man.
Of course, he is drinking the Suburban Goon drink of Choice Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Step in my zone. Bro, man.
In order to show off for all the other little white boys in the suburbs, he takes photos with every gang member he hangs out with. To prove that he is really a Crip, he starts recording all of his FaceTimes with some of the most high-ranking Crips in his gang. Unlike the other Crips who were living in poverty and going back to broken homes in the hood, Lil Activation didn't live anywhere near the gang, so he would have to get on trains or Uber back to the suburbs after a long day of kicking it in the hood with his gang.
You just press it. It's
Once Lil Activation would return to the burbs, he would go back to being Anthony Witt, which is a really good loving kid that's lost in the world and just wants validation and friends. After his mom would turn off his nightlight, give him a kiss and tuck him into bed, his inner goon would come out, and on multiple occasions he went on Instagram Live to crash out and wave around his strap. At number 6, when it comes to white boys who are really known in the streets, nobody's got that stamp like Lil Johnny. Hailing from the gritty streets of Cleveland, Ohio, bro had it rough growing up. He was surrounded by nothing but poverty and addiction, so from a young age he got involved with criminal street gangs. Because of his authenticity and gritty sound, he got the attention of Philly street legend AR-Ab. This legendary Philly rapper, whose real name is Abdul Ibrahim West, is currently serving a 45-year federal prison sentence, which was imposed on April 15, 2021, by U.S. District Judge Michael Bailson. He was the leader of a violent drug trafficking gang. AR-Ab led the Original Block Hustlers, OBH, which prosecutors described as a drug network distributing yayo, crack, ice, and dope throughout Philadelphia from March 2017 to June 2018. The group used intimidation and violence to maintain control, with AR-Ab allegedly ordering at least one murder of a rival. Lil Johnny was later signed to AR-Ab's OBH record label, and that fully stamped his name in the streets. In this first clip posted to Lil Johnny's Instagram, we get to see Lil Johnny and AR-Ab's top shooter Skinny Me, a man who is currently sitting in a Philly prison for a couple bodies.
Yeah, notorious Skinny Me, Lil Johnny.
In the clip, they start flashing blickies and let everyone watching their Instagram Live know they're not the ones to play with. And trust me, these guys are standing on business. Both of them are down to catch a body over any disrespect that comes their way. Skinny Me, the man in the video waving around a strap with Lil Johnny, whose real name is Abbas Parker, was found guilty of killing Sherman Williams in broad daylight on September 11, 2017. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 25 years. The court delivered this sentence based on the severity of the crime and his direct involvement in other murders. This man is a savage that the Philly Police Department does not want roaming their streets. And this was one of Lil Johnny's main homies. They used to hang out all day and post countless Instagram lives together. AR-Ab was one of the main plugs in Philly, so during this time, Lil Johnny was indulging heavily in the pharmaceuticals, which you can see in this video where he is showing off pints of lean that he uploaded to his Instagram. During the 2015 era, rappers were constantly crashing out on Instagram, and unfortunately for AR-Ab, who Lil Johnny looked up to as a mentor, a lot of the incriminating things he said in interviews was later used in court against him.
Come see us, man. I swear to God, you come down this block, you get filled up with so much smoke, nobody gonna make it off the block. Come down this block, is nobody gonna make it off the, promise you won't make it off the, on everything I love. You come up on us, man, you're not gonna make it.
Man, you got shot in the head twice. Killed the same night.
Steve gang. Steve Kelp probably bigger than my drink, man. I'm keeping it on your yard. I already took 13 shots. I don't know what it's for, you know why? Because I kidnapped, I robbed, I killed.
I never really found out who shot me because, well, I've been into a lot. I took some bricks from some people recently, right? Well, actually, I was selling somebody some crack. And I was serving somebody some crack. Well, that's what, I mean, I'm gonna get it. I'm the type of dude I can't be broke. You see, I don't make no money off rap.
Unlike a lot of rappers nowadays, everything this man was saying was 100% facts, and this feared street legend served as a role model for Lil Johnny.
I extort people. I extort one of my hustles. Got shot a lot of times behind it, but they paid my own houses. It was somebody at the corner wanted to buy an ounce of crack off. So I'm going out the crib, ready to serve my ounce of crack. But they coming from my side. Like they drive my side, say, meet me on this block. You know what I'm saying? So I come out the crib, I see the boy that's like, yo, I have you the DVD going, man. I seen Dark Low.
After seeing his role model constantly crash out and then get famous off it, it inspired Lil Johnny to do the same, and he began going on Instagram Live, and he started waving straps in all of his videos. He was willing to do whatever it takes to get famous, even if that meant risking decades in prison. And during this time, he continued with his heavy use of the pharmaceuticals. Bro was known to sip pints of purple, drank on almost a daily basis, but he never gave up on his dream after AR-AB, Skinny Me, and all his other homies got locked up. He decided to move out to Los Angeles so he could take his career to the next level.
Go shoot, Lil Johnny's in LA, straight out of Ohio.
And financially, it was a great decision. He took his money up to the next level and was bringing in thousands a day, rapping and hustling on the side. But he remained loyal this whole time to AR-AB after he got word that he got stabbed by a shank and was dealing with a deadly infection. He made sure to reach out and check in on AR-AB to make sure he was okay, and later that day, he posted screenshots of the text messages to his Instagram. With all the pressure on his shoulders of being one of the only ones free from OBH Records and trying to make it big in Los Angeles, he continued with his heavy use of the pharmaceuticals.
Shout out my boy, man, for all the exotic props, man. And a straight drop, my boy. Came all the way through with them brickies. Seal cracker. Fresh seal cracker.
He never let the new money or fame influence him to turn his back on AR-AB. In a heartfelt text message exchange, he asks his mentor what he can do to give back and show his appreciation. Despite being one of the most feared men in the gritty streets of Philly, you can tell AR-AB had a soft spot for this kid and really wanted to see him succeed. Hopefully moving forward, Lil Johnny can recognize the position he is in and will use his opportunity to make it big in rap and focus less on the streets so he doesn't end up in jail like his legendary mentor. At number 5, you can't make a list talking about legendary white boys from all black street gangs without mentioning Jin Lee. Unlike most Caucasian rappers out there playing gangster, this next rapper who goes by the name Jin Lee really is from the streets and had an incredibly difficult upbringing, which is why he acts the way that he does. While Jin Lee was coming of age in some of the roughest parts of Dallas, his father was nowhere to be found. Not in any meaningful way, at least, and when he was around, he only brought chaos and trauma. By all accounts, Jin Lee's father was the kind of man who chose money, power, and control over his own blood. Instead of stepping up to support his son and the woman who brought him into this world, he dipped, leaving them broken, and trying to survive in the trenches. Jin Lee's mom had to raise him on her own while battling poverty and pain in a neighborhood filled with violence, addiction, and struggle. Meanwhile, his father was out living a double life, quietly becoming a millionaire and building a successful club empire in Dallas nightlife. The same man who had left his family behind in the hood was now profiting off bottle service and VIP sections, acting like he didn't have a son out there growing up with nothing. But the story goes even darker. In a rare and emotional moment, Jin Lee once revealed that his father actually tried to kill both him and his mother. That's not some metaphor or exaggeration. That's how toxic and dangerous their relationship had become. In a legendary interview posted to Texas Buzz, he goes in depth about the crazy situation involving his father.
Yeah, oh, your daddy's a millionaire. Yeah, all of this, man, I'm gonna bring my mama on one of these interviews, man. I'm not even gonna talk about this man no more. He don't deserve nothing. My biological father he don't get nothing from me. My daddy might be a millionaire. I ain't talked to him in 3 years. My grandpa, I talk to him every other years. You know what I mean? Bro, my dad trying to kill me in my mama's stomach when, man, come on, bro. It's deeper than just, your daddy's Nah, bro, it's real life. It ain't all just, fairy tales.
Jin Lee's relationship with his father is one of the darkest and most controversial chapters of his life story. One that shaped the man he became and the pain he still carries. While Rainwater and others have made headlines claiming that Jin Lee's father is a wealthy, successful club owner in Dallas, the truth is much uglier than the surface-level rumors suggest. Growing up, Jin Lee didn't live in luxury. He didn't have access to money, guidance, or stability. Instead, he was raised by a single mother who struggled to keep a roof over their heads, while his father was out living lavishly, raking in millions from his thriving nightclub business. Jin and his mom were left behind to suffer in the trenches of the hood, broke, forgotten, and surrounded by violence, addiction, and despair. Without a real father figure to guide him, Jin Lee did what so many young men in America are forced to do. He went looking for one in the streets. The older dudes in the neighborhood, the gang members, the street legends, they became his role models. They were the ones who gave him attention, who showed him how to move, who taught him what it meant to survive. And in the absence of love and support at home, those street ties felt like family. But that kind of loyalty comes with a price. And for Jin Lee, that price was blood, pain, and a lifetime of navigating a world that never offered him peace, only war. His story isn't just about a rapper on the rise. It's about a young man betrayed by his own blood, forced to carve out a name for himself in a world that tried to erase him before he even got started. And because of the rough upbringing that he has had, he has been able to leverage that into motivation. And bro has been blowing up, but unfortunately, he has had a lot of controversy and backlash. The controversy that put Jin Lee in headlines started with a single word, one he never shied away from. In early interviews, Jin openly used the N-word while talking, rapping, and storytelling. But it wasn't until he said it on camera during a live stream that the blowback hit hard. A viral video shows him being confronted by 607 Unk, a respected older black figure who demanded Jin explain himself.
I'm fighting for the word that people used to say back in the day.
No, I ain't see like I'm saying, like, you know how
like it just like
people don't want you saying the period.
Right.
And you grew up saying it.
Just
but
like,
it's people like Adam 22 that want to say it and can't say it.
This wasn't just disrespect, this was defiance. Some fans from the streets defended him, saying he had the pass from his hood. Others weren't having it. The clip started circulating on Instagram pages like Say Cheese and No Jumper Daily, and the backlash was immediate. Jin refused to apologize. He doubled down in later interviews. He's quoted as saying, "Y'all mad at me for how I talk? Go cry about it. I didn't grow up in the suburbs. I grew up in Crip territory. If you wasn't there, don't tell me what I can say." This marked a turning point. Jin Lee wasn't just some Dallas rapper. He was now a public target in conversations about race, authenticity, and culture appropriation. In the months following the N-word controversy, Jin's name stayed in the streets, and not for music. A video surfaced showing a violent stabbing inside a jewelry mall.
Yo! What's up? You ain't got enough 50 feet. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. I bet you ain't.
I just whooped G Lee. I just whooped Jin Lee in the mildest down. I just whooped this. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You just got whooped.
Every time Jin Lee want to get active, man, I get phone calls from this person, that person, bro over there from that side. Man, quit calling me and get active, bro. I'm talking about any and every situation I done been in since the rap star. They want to call my phone, tell me to calm down. Get active, bro. To call me out for a fade. Don't even want a fade bullet. You ain't want that scratch with Poncho. But you gonna go on No Jumper talking about Jin Lee. Man, that, man. Last talk on me what he did. Went on live and apologized. Oh, he the homie, he the this, he the that. Man, quit playing. You play with my name and you gonna find out who I am for real. 6-0, Crip. Oh yeah, Adam, one more thing too, man. You keep bringing my name up, bro. Just bring me up there, bro. You want me up there so bad. You keep bringing my name up to these, man. You put me in their face. You talking about? Here go Jin Lee right here. Y'all got a problem with what he say or what he do? Yeah, do it that way. What you talking about?
Details vary depending on who you ask, but Jin himself later broke it down. He says he was inside the spot when he beat up an op. Then his wife came to the rescue and pulled out a knife and stabbed him in broad daylight. Footage from the aftermath shows Jin bleeding but refusing to fall. He later went live to speak on it. They got me, yeah, but I was standing. I ain't run. I ain't cry. I walked up out of there. That's what makes me different. Internet trolls tried to clown him, saying he got caught lacking. But for many fans, it proved his stripes. He wasn't hiding. He wasn't ducking smoke. He took a knife and kept moving. Unfortunately, not long after the first situation went down, another one popped off between FDA and Jin Lee. Their beef started online. FDA accused Jin Lee of being a poser, a fake white crip using the internet to build fame off the culture. Jin clapped back instantly, calling FDA a hater who could never walk where I walk. But then it turned real. The two ran into each other. This big old country goon should avoid the mall. I know the food hits different there and he keeps getting in squabbles every time he goes. And the most recent time he went, he got sprayed up with some mace after trying to scrap FDA. That man ain't want to fight, Jin said later. He came with pepper spray. That should tell you everything. Jin was seen stumbling back, wiping his eyes, screaming as his crew pulled him out of the situation. That moment became one of the most watched Dallas altercations of the year. It wasn't just beef, it was humiliation caught on tape. And Jin knew it. Instead of hiding, he owned the L and called FDA soft for not throwing hands. At number 4, this next goon from New York who goes by the name Crime Life Cash was somehow able to join an all-black street gang. When famous rapper Jack Harlow went on the popular DNA testing website 23andMe and discovered he was 1% black, he decided to switch up his entire image. And he now goes by the name Crime Life Cash. Since he has switched up his entire image, he has been getting in a lot of trouble with the New York City police and he has found himself in and out of jail. In this next clip, we get to see Crime Life Cash ask one of his loyal fans to take a picture for him so he can flex for the internet.
You do me a favor though? You could take this picture for me? Hold the phone? Just hold the phone real quick for me. Yeah, just hold it. Yeah, like make sure you catch it. No, he's taking a video.
Put it on. Yeah, record.
I ain't gonna lie though, you having a good day? The whip, I crashed my whip last night. I had to go get a new one. Crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. If I show you, once we done making a video, I'm gonna show you the car. Bro, you wouldn't even believe it. We good now though.
Stop that?
Yeah, that's good, thank you.
You might want to drink less of that purple stuff and stop driving under the influence if you don't want to keep crashing your car. If you're a fan of Crime Life Cash and want the opportunity to run into him and take a photo with your favorite rapper, all you've got to do is go to your local gas station. Crime Life Cash is a really hard-working and productive member of society that loves spending all day hanging out in gas stations. He practically lives there.
Yeah, man, all that purple. Twin pouring up said, man. You got twin pouring up good said. Good Bonet, good energy.
In case you haven't noticed, suburban goons have created their own unique language that is very different from English. And if you're not in a suburban gang, you won't be able to understand anything they are saying.
Going up good purple, and you with my real. Yeah, real purple, and you with the real demons. Yeah, real young man. We ain't faking, you know what I'm saying? You know what's going on? Tell them folk what's going on.
Since they love spending all day hanging out in gas stations, they should really consider getting a job there.
And with the H too, man. What's going on?
A lot of suburban goons struggle with speaking, so they just make a bunch of strange noises all day long.
What's going on with the H in it?
This man literally does not ever leave the gas station, according to legend. Bro is known to sleep there 5 days out of the week.
Man, it's big crime. Check this out, you heard? Today I gotta show y'all something special, you heard? This is something special, I ain't gonna lie. This gang right here, you feel me? It's that Pluto drop, powered by Trippy Essentials, you feel me? So, for all y'all spray smokers, all y'all flavors, you feel me? You got the cocoa and cherry, you got the bubblegum mochi, you got the pineapple Fanta, cherry lime, sour Skittles. Come holler, you already know what to do. Big crime, big KLB. Bow!
Unfortunately for Crime Life Cash, when he is not hanging out at the gas station, he is in and out of jail. And in this next clip, we get to see a heart-pulling moment when he finally gets out of prison after sitting down for 6 months.
Is it him? Is it finally him? Let's go. Yeah! Yeah!
Just look at how excited he is to finally be free.
Yo! Nah! Nah!
Y'all smell that? Y'all smell that?
Manyan! Nah!
Here's where the Tourette's start kicking in.
Manyan! Nah! Manyan! Nah! Yo, you got a beard?
Yeah.
Bah? What's that?
Gordy?
What's that?
In situations involving a lot of stress or excitement, the Tourette's seems to get worse.
Bah? What's that? Bah? What's that?
As these guys make noises similar to a sheep, they take the opportunity to flex some watches.
What's that? My son got too big for the Cardi. Too big for the Cardi though. Nah, throw this on.
Giving another man your chain is one of the most intimate things you can do. What a loving gesture.
Yeah. We outside.
Technically, you guys are in a car, so you're not outside, but you could definitely use some sunlight, bro. Is looking pale as a ghost.
I'm about to get one of these, man. I'm about to hit Empire Jewelry as soon as I get to
We about to go crazy. I ain't even gonna lie.
In this next clip, you get to see Crime Life Cash maturing and growing as an adult.
Now, maybe y'all can help me, you heard? I'm a grown man. So as a grown man, what reason do I have to maintain communication with another grown man just because we familiar, just because we known each other for a certain amount of years, or just because...
Since you look like you're in your 30s and finally recognize that you're a grown man, I would recommend spending less time sipping purple drank all day long in gas stations. In this next clip, we get to see a phone call his buddy has with Crime Life Cash's father, which helps explain why he is the way that he is.
Hey, yo, man, this is Bobby Nice, man. Yo, they got me on lockdown right now, man, but I'll be home soon, man. I love and miss all of y'all. Anybody that got any regards to me or trying to reach out to me, send me some mail, send me some pictures. Make sure you hit Crime Life Cash up or DM both my pages.
With his father always in and out of jail, that was the role model he had growing up. In this next clip, Crime Life Cash, who clearly wants to go back to jail, posts a video for police with a bunch of $100 bills and captioned it saying, "None of this is rap money." In order to have any respect in your suburban street gang, you have to always make sure to have plenty of face and neck. Tats is a requirement in most suburban gangs that you have at least one face tattoo.
Yo, when y'all pass me the jewel, bro.
In this next clip, we get to see some of his fellow suburban gang members flashing gang signs and flexing in the car.
All right. Yo, word to everything. Suck my to my fitted, man. Word to 50 Cent.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think 50 Cent likes engaging in those kinds of activities. Unfortunately, this man found himself in trouble again with the police, and he takes this as opportunity to flex his legal troubles. Nowadays, anything is a flex. Even getting on probation is a flex for suburban gang members.
Yeah, we outside. Big crime. Bow. Free Bobby.
In this next clip, because of his incredible impact on society, the government decided to clone him, and we get to see a crazy video of him and his clone hanging out.
Hey, yo, it's rockin', man. It's your boy Big Crime. Hey, yo, it's cracking. It's Bobby Nice. One time, I go. Hey, yo, it's rockin', man. It's your boy Big Crime.
After that, Big Crime goes back to his favorite place in the entire world, the local gas station, and starts dumping his belongings all over the ground.
Walking out the stool right now. Just got done. You know I'm not tired.
In this next clip, we get to see one of the craziest decisions of all time. One of Crime Life Cash's best friends decides to order a big old glizzy when he had countless other options.
Out of all the decisions you could have made in life, you could have made a lot of and there's multiple food categories. You could have picked a burger, you could have picked a chicken patty, chips.
My man's got a glizzy with
He
ketchup.
glizzed.
And the inside not even cooked.
He
Look at that.
glizzed. Nah, that's...
If you're rocking out with a glizzy like that, it's time to reevaluate your entire life and start over from scratch to figure out what went wrong. Afterwards, Crime Life Cash and his boys go to feast at a nice restaurant. And this time, his buddy learned his lesson and doesn't order a big old glizzy. If you've ever wondered how suburban goons work off all the food that they eat, this is typically their most common workout. And in this last clip, we get to see Crime Life Cash hanging out with the homies and enjoying a nice meal.
My son got the good coleslaw with the onion rings combination. Yeah.
Munchies.
Yeah. My son doing it big out here. Yeah.
This is how you eat it.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, Crime Life Cash seems like a pretty chill guy and a more fun version of Jack Harlow. At number 3, we go to Pompano Beach in Florida and look at the day in the life of a white boy who was somehow able to join an all-black street gang. A young Caucasian demon who, for the sake of this video, we are going to call General Stank. Although he hasn't washed his hair in months and probably smells like a sewer rat, Bro is the real deal and is an officially sanctioned Caucasian gangbanger. This Caucasian demon loves recording himself. And for the first time in the history of Caucasian gangbanging, we get behind the scenes footage of what a day in the life of a Caucasian general consists of.
Tatted up, boy. Tatted up, jeweled up, all that. Jeweled up.
Being a gangster Jew is much more common than you guys realize. So I can understand how his buddy got his words mixed up. It's very hard to understand gangbanging white boys. It's almost like they speak their own language.
Jeweled up, all that. Jeweled up. Jeweled up, got the diamonds and
Gangbanging white boys aren't all that different from me and you. They like to skateboard. They like to play basketball. Just look at this man's talent. It's all about genetics. Some have said he resembles a young Brittany Griner. If you put these two side by side, would anyone be able to tell who is who? The biggest difference gangbanging whites have from regular white boys is the food they eat. Suburban goons love sugar, and as you will see with General Stank, Bro only eats foods that contain large amounts of sugar. Here you can see Bro enjoying a water ice. And here you will see Bro cook up a feast for a good old-fashioned date night with his old lady. But don't get it twisted. Suburban goons still have a tiny amount of white boy left in them. And because of that, it's pretty common for gang-banging white boys to snack on some sushi while riding around with the homies. When suburban goons aren't eating Captain Crunch, they are known to indulge heavily in mind-altering substances.
look how it oils up at the bottom.
And aren't you supposed to be like a Jolly Rancher? My mom was like, God, he wrote you so many. Like, it was like half a liter or something.
Hi guys, my name is Melvin, and I'm a dope snorter.
He should use that fake voice more often. He's much more articulate and easy to understand. Because of all the mind-altering substances suburban goons are constantly indulging in, they are known to put their life and the life of others in danger. And here you can see a dangerous situation where General Stank gets so intoxicated to the point he nearly burns down his car.
Too and you set your car on fire.
While under the influence of every substance imaginable, he puts everyone's life at risk and records himself driving like a maniac on the highway. The biggest problem with suburban goons across the country is the fact they always feel like they have to prove something, and because of that, they're always filming themselves committing crimes and waving around straps. Just cause you own a strap doesn't mean that you gotta use it as a dancing stick. If you need a dancing prop, get a glow stick. You and your homies can dance around with them wherever you go. And the best thing is, you don't have to worry about what would happen if police catch you with it. This next crash out is extremely concerning. After taking a bunch of substances, General Stank whips out his blower that's got a switch attached to it and starts pointing it at stop signs. General Stank, who hasn't showered in over a decade, wants to see what's growing behind his disgusting dreadlocks and decides to film himself scratching through piles of dandruff and dreadlock sweat on Instagram Live. He then goes to a tattoo parlor and drinks some urine while he waits to get his next face tattoo. For whatever reason, drinking urine has become pretty common among Caucasian gangbangers. Suburban goons are constantly searching for the validation of African Americans. Essentially, it is their lifelong goal. If a bunch of African Americans are having a party and they feel uninvited and unwanted, suburban goons are known to climb in through the window and invite themselves. They've also got a really strange choice in pets. Instead of getting cats and dogs like your average American suburban goons prefer to have a pet pig, which they treat and care for like a dog. Suburban goons still haven't gotten with the times, and they like to catcall every single girl they see. These guys are so aggressive, sometimes they'll even catcall a man with long hair that they mistake for being a woman.
I seen a nice little babe on walking across the street on. I said, ooh, me like that on. Let me get a piece on. She said, what you speaking that Juve on? I said, no, me not 400 degrees on, just that linga on.
We gotta run that back. Imagine walking or driving to work and then getting harassed by this guy.
I seen a nice little babe on walking across the street on. I said, ooh, me like that on. Let me get a piece on. She said, what you speaking that Juve on? I said, no, me not 400 degrees on, just that linga on.
Suburban goons will literally flex anything if you hand them something they do not know what to do with it, other than go on Instagram Live and start flexing. So when someone hands him a fruit cup because they think he looks unhealthy and could use some fruits and vegetables, he has no idea what it is and that you can actually eat it. And he starts flexing his fruit cup on Instagram Live as if it's a Rolex or something of value. At number 2, every day it seems like another senior citizen leaves his retirement community and joins a respected gang like the Bloods or the Crips. This new wave of senior citizen goons have been terrorizing the streets, and they have a reputation for being the biggest crash outs because they feel they have nothing to lose. The only thing they fear is father time. A couple ops wearing ski masks and throwing up gang signs is easy work for a high-ranking senior citizen gang member, and they serve an important role in the streets. These guys are used for sneaking blickies into the club and for transporting large amounts of illegal substances. Because of the way they look, nobody ever suspects them of being involved in criminal activity. This next grandpa goon was somehow able to join an all-black street gang during his younger days, and because of the work he put in the streets, he is still a legend and always posted up in the hood as a legendary high-ranking gangster disciple from Memphis who goes by the name White Folks.
Chicago G.
They in the city. Hey, tell them I said 712, 812, 1613.
This legendary gang member is beloved in the gritty streets of Memphis, and he shows all of us that you can still live an amazing life past the ripe age of 60 if you make the most of it and don't take everything so seriously. This man has no shame, and he loves showing his fans an inside look of what a day in the life of a grandpa goon consists of. White Folks has a reputation for being the man with the ladies. Bro is cracking everything in Memphis, and as a result, he is always getting into it with his baby mamas and girlfriends. In this next clip, we get to see a video of White Folks and his girlfriend going at it.
How you coming, bro?
I love you, bitch.
You don't love me, bro. This right here, bro. This is upset. You know what I'm saying? This is turning down a happy family. Man.
These Memphis girls do not play around. They've got no problem humiliating and beating the brakes off their man. In this next clip, White Folks gets recorded getting gripped up and slammed against a wall by his girlfriend.
Hold on. Hold on.
He robbing his.
Look at the form on that tackle. Imagine having her playing at defensive end with that footwork, speed, agility, and strength. She could probably start on most football teams.
Don't run. Don't run.
Family.
You've been playing with me for a long time, bro. You've been
FaceTime me right
for a
quick.
long time, man. Have not. You've been playing with me, bro. These folks ain't lying on you. These folks ain't lying on you. Right side my bed. It's white folks. It's point out curb out. None of that. None of that. You understand that?
Ain't nobody get here. Nobody get know that.
Wrong, man.
You didn't look at what the situation is. You can talk about it ain't like you and him.
No, me, man. I'm moolah, man. You know, we been.
I don't know what it is about White Folks, but he makes these girls go crazy. And in a legendary interview him and his girl did with Wicked Films, they explain the whole situation, and his girl says she did it all out of love.
I don't want nothing else
But this woman right here.
Okay, so with that being said, Londa, explain to me in your words what he did so bad to make you have to rough him up like that outside in front of everybody.
Right, everyone even supposed to went outside, but that's what happened at outside. It was just so much getting put in the pot when you
letting people get in her head.
Apparently, a bunch of white folks' ex-girlfriends had gotten really jealous, and as a result, they were trying to sabotage his relationship. So they started lying about him to make him look bad in front of his new girlfriend.
So when you say that they mad and them, are you trying to say that you feel like people were trying to purposely sabotage our relationship?
Exactly,
So
because it happened before, right,
when
Lump?
you said so when you said that your homeboy let you borrow his phone, so do you think that he you think that somebody played a part and set it up for the girl to call?
Somebody did. I can't say, and I'm not going to speak on something that I have lack of knowledge of. But I know one thing, Mitri. I know someone gave her that number. And then see, like, me and her were together.
It wasn't you?
No, it was not me. On all my kids, you know what I mean? And I got 11 kids, 6 girls and 5 boys.
This man has really been putting in work in these Memphis streets. I hate to break it to you, but if your girl all of a sudden stops picking up her phone, chances are she's getting cracked by white folks.
Yeah, when I was through with her, I was through with her. And I was through with her, like I wasn't messing with her or nobody else for over a year.
If there's one thing that's for certain, it's the fact that white folks really does have a deep love for his girlfriend, who is now his fiancée.
I asked God to bless me with a wife. And get what? Hypothetically speaking, he sent me my fiance.
White folks definitely has a type. If your girl's a Memphis snow bunny, you've got nothing to worry about.
What, bro?
She the reason why I don't like white women.
Why is that?
Because I don't like white. I don't like nothing white but a white beetle and a white t-shirt. You dig?
On who?
On Larry.
White folks needs to be much more careful about who he surrounds himself with in this next clip. White folks gets beat up by a much younger man who he thought was his friend.
Don't hit me again, G.
After begging for mercy, he takes another swig as he gets ready to embrace whatever is coming next.
Come on, baby. Come on, son. No. Let's go, son. Come on. Come on. I'm for road. Don't do that, bro. I'm tired you playing me anyway, bro. I've been tired you playing me anyway. You deserve it. You deserve it.
We gotta protect this man. This is a national treasure, and by the end of the video, white folks starts calling out that he loves the man. When Santa is not at the North Pole hanging out with all the little elves making presents for the bratty kids living in America, glued to their phones watching TikTok all day, you will find him at a local bar slugging liquor. He has always been quite the drinker. Mrs. Claus always kicks him out around the holiday season, and he has to give a bunch of presents to kids to try and win her back.
Ho, ho, ho! That man free shiesty, slam little claws. And it's on Larry.
Slam little son.
Man, slam little son. Oh. And I've been looking for your hoe, man.
Where she go, man? Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. We on Lamar all week. Let's go, Moolah.
Bro is always going back and forth with his girl. It's like it's a never-ending fight between the two lovers.
My girl hung up in my face when I said I love you.
You just said word.
Okay, and then laugh. Man, don't play with white folks, man. I said I love you, baby.
I heard you, Jimmy.
I never knew his name was Jimmy, but it definitely fits him. He looks like a Jimmy to me.
I heard you, Jimmy.
Okay, I say I love you.
Okay, I do too.
You do what, too?
I'll see you in a minute.
I say I love you.
I said I'll see you in a minute.
All right, I'm saying what you do, too.
I said I'll see you in a minute.
So let me know you.
Jimmy really needs to be more careful about the people he surrounds himself with. Not everybody is a friend or there for your best interest.
Hey, hold on, B.
This man, time and time again, finds himself in these situations where guys he thinks are his friends end up punking him out on camera. As we all know, there's nothing more white folks loves in life than to vibe out to some drill music. You get to see white folks in his element dancing around the streets of Memphis with his buddy blasted off some booze. And in this last clip, fans were extremely happy when they saw that white folks had gotten pregnant. This is liver damage in front of your eyes, and an example to the youth to show them what will happen if you drink excessively over a long period of time. Only white folks can get away with a beer belly like that. If anyone else tries rocking it, get prepared about a bunch of questions about when you're due. At number 1. We look at a white boy who, despite the odds, was somehow able to join a highly respected all-black street gang. We look at a legendary white Crip from the rolling 60s Crips that goes by the street name Danger. Instead of going to work, the young man loves nothing more than to sit around in his car all day throwing up gang signs. And when he is not brushing his hair or throwing up gang signs, you'll catch him recording his buddies throwing up gang signs so he can prove to the world he really is a white rolling 60s Crip. Check out the young stepper in his element, hanging out in the hood, drinking Red Bulls and throwing up C's.
I'm from Hood. Yeah, I'm Hood.
How long do you guys think he had to practice in the mirror in order to learn how to do a behind-the-back C that was very impressive? His hands have a mind of their own after years of sitting in the back seat of cars all day and throwing up gang signs. His hands are on autopilot, and if you ever are blessed enough to have this legendary Crip in the back seat of your car, expect a whole lot of gang signs. It's like speaking sign language. Life as a white Crip with long hair can be very exciting, and here the young man records himself with all the homies at his local gas station. A couple of his boys really want some powdered donuts, and they start flashing them in front of the camera, with the hopes the white Crip will buy a couple packs so they can all feast. When the white Crip isn't running to the store buying donuts for the homies or sitting around in his car for hours on end, practicing gang signs, he is known to crash out while recording himself on Instagram Live. In order to prove to all the other white goons that he really is who he says he is, he posts a video of what he believes is an undercover cop lurking outside of his house. In the video, you can see a car lurking in the background and a tree with 60s spray painted across it. Which, if you're trying to stay low-key and off the radar of police, spray painting the name of your gang on a tree right outside your house where police are investigating probably isn't the best idea. Eventually he gets arrested for an unknown reason, and then right afterwards he goes straight to the internet to show off his new mugshots. He then goes straight to the internet to start flexing and showing off his paperwork. For regular people, an arrest is traumatizing, embarrassing, and something you desperately want to forget. But for a young Caucasian goon, getting arrested is a badge of honor and a way to show off for all the other white boys living in the burbs. The long-haired Crip then gets placed on house arrest and starts showing off his ankle monitor as if that's somehow a flex. For whatever reason, this white boy wants nothing more in life than to prove to his followers on YouTube and Instagram that he really is a Crip, and he starts recording every interaction he has with the gang. While FaceTiming with high-ranking members, the white boy starts sneakily recording them and then posting the videos to his YouTube channel. In the middle of the live, one of his boys starts showing off his crossbow that he used when he caught a white-tailed deer lacking the other weekend. The white boy records so much it's like he is filming a documentary. The man never misses an opportunity to record members in his gang. Here you can see our favorite long-haired white Crip and another young white stepper with a peanut head posted up in a trap house in the hood. Let me know if we should go more in depth and cover the peanut demon in another video. The white stepper is a generous young man and decides to buy a bunch of bottles for the squad so they can all turn up and enjoy a night out. And then in true white boy fashion, he has to record and show off that he is the only white boy at a barbecue in the hood. For white goons, this is the ultimate badge of honor and something they spend years working towards. The white boy is so fixated on proving that he is really a Crip that he can't just enjoy a drink with the homie on the porch. Instead, he has to sneakily record him and then upload the video to his Instagram later in the day. Shortly after, the young scholar goes on his Instagram and preaches some of the most inspiring statements in the last decade.
Hey man, I'm on the back of the hood on Hood, on 60 Creek, on Rolling Gang, on Rolling 60. Hey, bring the mamas out on Hood. Any of the mamas looking for a baby daddy on Hood, roll it out on Hood.
This guy is really quite the catch. So for any of you baby mamas looking for a baby daddy to step up to the plate work, a 9-to-5 job and set a good example for your kids, this man is a prime candidate to fill that role. And here is where the crash out happens.
Hood, roll it out on Hood. On Hood, on Rolling 60.
One of his buddies gets in his car drunk, and his friend, who truly cares about his safety, approaches the car and starts explaining to him why he shouldn't drive while intoxicated.
When I get home, you might got shit to do. But look at me, bro.
No, I don't really
got it.
I'm rolling 60.
While his friend is explaining to him the risks of drunk driving, the goofy white Crip keeps talking over him, yelling on rolling 60s.
Look at me, bro. No, I don't really got it.
I'm rolling 60. I'm rolling 60. I'm rolling 60.
Drunk, all right? Listen, I'm drunk. I'm drunk, but listen. All it takes.
This is exactly the kind of friend you want in your corner, and this young man should be applauded for his actions.
I'm drunk, but listen. All it takes is to...
We unlock the back door for me.
No.
Unlock the back door for me, man.
The white Crip, who has absolutely no care for his friend's well-being and safety, starts laughing and instigating the situation.
No.
Unlock the back door for me, man. Guys, each time up.
I'm not going to go home until I know for a fact that you won't be able to get home. Test me on anything.
I think we could all use a friend like this in our lives.
Test me on anything. That's
right
the thing, nigga.
Let me get in the back seat. I get in the front seat, mother. I get in the front seat.
The white Crip seems to find the idea of his friend driving drunk and putting his life in danger to be absolutely hilarious, and he keeps encouraging the situation.
Give me the best knowledge. Test
The white Crip will not stop trying to open the door of the car with the hopes that he can get his friend to drive.
me on anything. Test me on anything. Test me on anything. No, not text. Not
How many of you guys thought he was going to have really long fingernails, be honest?
Hey, man, I really want to join the party. But,
gotta walk home. I can drive. I felt this.
Hey, man, I like the meme up.
The white Crip seems to be 10 times more illiterate compared to everyone else in his gang, who all appear to be much more intelligent and well-spoken.
I get in the front seat, mother. I get in the front seat. I get in the front seat, God. Man, I really want to join the party. But,
gotta walk home. I can drive. I felt this.
Hey, man, I like the meme up.
Suburban goons seem to have invented their own language.
The meme up. Hey, man, I like the meme up.
Why do you think he pretends like he's going to open the door and then never does? Is this perhaps a manipulation tactic to get his friend to drive?
I want to sit in the front seat.
That's clearly a lie. It's obvious you're not trying to open the door and get in, you're just playing with the car door handle. The most evil thing about this is that somehow even you know better than to get in the car with him, which makes it even worse that you keep pushing him to drive.
I want to sit in the front seat. I want to sit in the front seat.
He won't stop undermining the situation.
I can't let him do this. Listen to me, bro.
I want to sit in the front seat. I want to sit in the front seat.
Which way you want me to go? I'll go with you.
Baby bottle. Ain't no song about, yeah, baby bottle. Baby bottle. Yeah, baby bottle.
I absolutely love this guy's accent.
Song about, yeah, baby bottle. Baby bottle. I don't want to.
But listen to me. You showing me that you want to get going.
Man, let me in the front seat.
What I tell you?
Nah.
His friend is really trying to look out for him.
I'm telling you, bro. I know, and this is me. You
not
not
thinking
thinking
about it, though.
I'm
Nah, let's go.
right now.
You
Let's
not
go.
thinking about
Let's
it
go.
though.
Cause I know.
Let's go.
All right. Let's put it like this. You go home right now. You go down that street. Or you go left or you go right. It don't matter which way you go.
Hey, let me in the car, bro.
Let's say
The white Crip strikes again.
Hey, let me in the car, bro.
let's say that.
Bro.
Better make it home.
But
though,
let's
right?
We let me in the car.
Let's say, nah. Matter of fact, let him roll his window up a little bit. Like he feels the trust.
It's already against law.
Next, his friend looks out for his buddy and takes his keys so he doesn't put his life at risk on the road.
Cause I don't want him.
Hey, on kid gang.
We ain't like that. And if he get like that, I'm just chilling.
You know,
I don't want you going home.
Let roll go home.
For the white Crip, he's looking at these guys like it's a game of Grand Theft Auto, and he has no regard for their safety or well-being. He just thinks it's funny watching his friends crash out and make poor decisions.
Let roll go home.
It's kind of crazy just how persistent he is with trying to get his friend to drive drunk.
This is me, bro. No, this is me.
Bro, let bro go home now.
Hold up, Cam.
Okay,
I'm
bro.
trying to tell him some real
Right, go ahead.
Is it just me, or does this suburban goon's voice sound similar to Kermit the Frog?
Are you wearing a Kermit costume?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm the real guy.
Alright. Ain't you said? Same. I said, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm this. Nah, I'm that.
Man, we in the middle of the neighborhood with on kid, on rolling. Hey, hold on, cuz, on Crit. Call on. Hey. Man, they too young for me, I guess.
His loyal friend is still out there, pushing for his boy to not drive his car.
Hold up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you're drunk.
All right, talk, preach to him, my brother.
Yo, knowing that it's just right there with I
Hey,
did.
so
No. I'm ready to drive this.
His friend, who clearly recognizes the danger, knows that if he allows his buddy to drive in this state of intoxication, that could be the last time he ever sees him. For the white Crip who clearly didn't grow up in this neighborhood, he just looks at these guys like video game characters and entertainment.
All the way home. You're not having
He said, God.
I can drive that. I gotta make it back to the crib so I can get, you know what I'm saying? I
know you can drive. Come take a shot with us, man. You hear me?
Why would you encourage your friend to take another shot unless you really have no care for his well-being?
Come take a shot with us, man. You hear me? Come on.
That's what I need to do. I need to shake back.
Yeah, come on. Come take a shot with us. You feel me?
This guy is really showing his true colors. Why are you pushing so hard for your friend's downfall for your own personal entertainment purposes?
Come on, come take a shot with us. You feel me? Hey, man, come give us the damn key back.
He then goes to get the keys back from the responsible young man that took them away to protect his friend.
Hey, man, come give us the damn key back.
I told you I was staying till 1, bro.
It don't matter. It don't matter at this point. It matters about the consequences. You feel me?
Hey, look.
Neighborhood. Come on. Come on. I see that motherfucker done stole the key from us. I ain't gonna lie though, fam. He done stole the key from us.
These are the kinds of people you guys need to watch out for. While they might act one way to your face deep down there, preying on your downfall and waiting for you to be in a compromised situation so they can strike.
Matter of fact, he right.
Hey man, I'm on the back of the hood with on hood, on 60 Crit, on rolling gang, on rolling 60. Hey, bring the mamas out on hood.
Unfortunately, despite his responsible and loyal friend doing literally everything he possibly can, the white Crip comes out on top and his friend drives home in a compromised state of mind.
We love you, bro.
I can drive, you know what I'm telling you, bro. Watch this. Put this on.
Go ahead, I got you. I got you, my boy. Get that.
As the white Crip laughs as his friend leaves without him in the car. I realize when looking back at the video that he never had any intentions of getting in the car and was just pretending to do so earlier to further push his friend into driving intoxicated.
Get that shit. Get that, my boy.
As the white Crip laughs for joy, you can see his friend is visibly upset and stressed out over the situation.
Come on through this block. Come on, walk up the street. Yo, hold on. How old is you, girl?
As he walks around the hood looking like a complete clown with his friend visibly upset with him, he starts barking at a young lady.
How old is you, girl? Girl.
There's only so much a man can take, and the responsible young man reaches his breaking point and snaps on the white Crip.
Yo.
You really shut the